Ohio got a key hitter back from injury today, but her heroics weren't enough for Ohio to stay unbeaten in the MAC. I'm WOUB sports reporter Michael Roth, and Ohio split the opening doubleheader with the Northern Illinois Huskies.
Ohio went down 2-0 after the top of the first inning, but came back quickly with Alex Day hitting an RBI single to set up Mackenzie Brunswick for her first at-bat since February 10th. The senior responded with a grand slam to put Ohio up for good. Caroline isn't just a vocal leader, though. She's excelled defensively at both second and first base, ranking third in the MAC in fielding percentage. The craziest part about this, she wasn't even expecting to play much first base this season.
We kind of threw playing first base on her kind of late.
That would be all the runs McCready would need, especially with defense like this from Deanna Cole. The Bobcats would tack on one more run on an Alexa Holland sack bunt, and that would be more than enough for Ohio. Despite giving up 2 runs in the 7th inning, Maddie McCready finished her 3rd complete game outing this week.
Ohio was outscored by 22 points in the 3rd quarter, the first 2 times they battled with the Redhawks, but at Quicken Loans Arena, Ohio kept their foot on the gas, outscoring Miami 23-9 to build a 59-32 lead heading into the 4th quarter. After making a school record 19 three-pointers in the first meeting, Buffalo came out and hit 11 more to jump out to as big as a 10-point lead in the first half. While her high school career was impressive, she continued that success on the floor at the collegiate level. Now as a senior, Dominique is scoring 11 points per game, starting for one of the top teams in the MAC. Support for Dom has always been there from her community, but in the last run, it's been increased. The kids were jumping around at halftime, and then the Bobcats were too. Doug Taylor with authority from Tevion Kirk, and then Jason Carter rising up for the slam. Carter would lead the Bobcats in scoring with 20 points tonight. Doug Taylor also had a double-double down low. Want to see the type of message the Bobcats set? Check out this slam from Doug Taylor to put the Bobcats up 29 points. He'd finished with 14 points and 7 rebounds.
Ohio head coach Jeff Bowles has been making big-time splashes in his first spring on the recruiting trail in Athens. Bowles has signed 2 top 250 nationally ranked players in his short time in Athens, with Powell native Ben Roderick and Baltimore native Marvin Price signing with the Bobcats.
In the playoffs, you never know which team will become Cinderella. What's going on, Hardwood Nation? I'm Nelsonville York reporter Michael Roth, and tonight, the shoe fit for the Buckeyes in Jackson High School. It was the Bo Myers show from start to finish for Logan. The do-it-all senior is one of the top players in the area, and on his senior night, he had a career-high 37 points and dominated on the glass as well. Myers had a double-double with 3 minutes to go in the first half and got done on the defensive end as well with 5 steals.
Paul, do you know that the bird is the word?
Everybody knows the bird is the word. Yeah.
Well, Paul, for the Lady Buckeyes, Hurd is the word. Mackenzie Hurd might just be a freshman, but she's already a leader for NY. In the first game of the week, Hurd scored a team-high 20 points and stepped up with Mary-Kate McCullough out for a majority of the first half with foul trouble. Hurd wasn't just a scorer, though. She had 8 rebounds and 6 assists to keep her team in the game. Paul, we have a strong Roth-to-Roth connection, and NY, they have a strong Hurd-to-Hurd connection. Sisters Mackenzie and Haley Hurd form a strong combination, and Mary-Kate McCullough is a senior floor general who provides winning experience to the Lady Buckeyes.
All right, so it sounds like it's been an interesting season for the girls, but what about the boys?
Paul, the word I would use to describe the Buckeyes' regular season is progress. After last season only winning 5 games and 1 game in conference play, the Buckeyes are up to 9 total wins and 4 in conference play. This week they added 2 victories with a 68-61 win over New Hope Christian, and then against River Valley, the Vikings came out and made their first 4 three-pointers. But the Buckeyes battled back thanks to big games from Justin Perry and Bryce Richards. It was do or die for the Ohio volleyball team when they opened up MAC tournament play against Northern Illinois. I'm WOUB sports reporter Michael Roth, and I traveled to Oxford, Ohio to see if the Bobcats could keep their season going along.
Waterford would get the ball back, and they're cruising on offense, making one-handed catches for fun. This next play would be more than a 1-yard gain like last time. It's Reese Thatcher going to catch this pass from Stevens, and he's going to get an absolutely huge gain to help Waterford. The motto is survive and advance in these tournaments, but it was less about surviving and more about advancing for the Bobcats tonight. They dominated early on, holding the Huskies to a negative hit percentage for the first 2 sets.
Now jumping over to the Diamond, the Ohio baseball team got a 3-game sweep of the Eastern Michigan Eagles over the weekend. Ohio took the first game 6-1 behind 8 innings pitched from Edward Crut IV. The Bobcats won Game 2 8-2, led by 3 RBIs from third baseman Trevor Hafner. Ohio then completed the sweep with a 6-3 victory behind a complete game performance from Kenny Ogg. Ohio now sits at 8-7 in MAC play. I'm Michael Roth, and that's it for sports.